Once you get to 50, 50 is kind of that like line in the sand. That's a key number, especially if you're wanting to retire at 55. And this is where the shift in your investments need to start. So instead of investing necessarily for maximum growth, you really start to think about, okay, how much of this retirement savings that I've grown over the last 25 and 30 years, how much of this do I want to protect? And at that point, you start backing down some of your risk capacity. And what risk capacity is how much risk you want to take, right? Your portfolio has a risk number associated with it, meaning how much risk your portfolio is taking based off the investments. And that's something that we run for clients. We'll say, okay, based on these funds that you own, this is how much risk you are taking. And a lot of times they don't know how much risk they're actually taking until we do the EKG. But at 50, that's when you really want to start kind of dialing back on a portion of your investments. Obviously, you always want to be investing for growth, even at 85, on a portion of your investments. But at 50, listen, if you've got 5 years before you start taking retirement income, you've really got to start thinking about, okay, how much of this money do I want to protect so that I can make sure it's there when I get to 55. I can promise you two things. The market will go up and the market will go down. The timing of those two, I cannot promise. I actually dropped my crystal ball coming into the office today. It shattered, or I'd let you know the next time the market's gonna fall. Now, the last thing you wanna be thinking about between ages 45 and 55, and really as you get to 50 and you're getting closer to that age 55, are how you're gonna take your retirement income out of your retirement investments. When we start creating the financial EKG, the retirement income plan, we're already kind of thinking about this. But as we step closer to 55, it really starts to come into play exactly how we're going to get our retirement income. Is it going to be the rule of 55? Is it going to be a 72T? Is it going to be a cash bucket? Keep in mind, if most of your retirement assets are in a 401k, in your current 401k, the rule of 55 is probably how you're going to get retirement income at 55. The rule of 55 simply says this. I've got many videos on the channel, but the rule of 55 says this. If you are 55 years or older in the year that you decide to leave work, retire, get terminated, you can use your current 401k for retirement income without paying the 10% penalty. Now, it has to be your current 401k. It can't be an old 401k. So if you've got old 401ks, you could maybe do a reverse rollover into your current 401k to build that up. 72T is another option. If most of your retirement investments are in IRAs or SEP IRAs or rollover IRAs, you can use a 72T, which is a substantially equal periodic payment from your IRA for 5 years or age 59 and a half, whichever is longer. And if you do that, you will avoid the 10% penalty that comes from taking out money early from your IRA. And the last option, when you're thinking about retirement income, especially if you're wanting to retire early at 55, is that cash bucket. A cash bucket, a brokerage account that you are able to invest in, that you've been investing in for the last 10, 15, 20 years, and you've grown this pile of money that now doesn't have any IRS rules on it. You just pay taxes on capital gains, dividends, interest. You can write off capital losses for all the bad market stock picks you make. But a cash bucket allows you to bridge the gap to age 59 and a half. It allows you to bridge the gap to age 62 or 67 or 70 or 65, whenever you want to take Social Security. And it allows you flexibility in how you're going to take your retirement income. So